Hello friends, I am Advocate Prachi Puranik from Expert Jurist. Today I am going to share very interesting case law which started in 1971, in which it had total 5 rounds of litigation, which means each time the case started from the lower court and went up to the higher court. But in 2021, Supreme Court has given its remarkable judgment. The case is Dipali Biswas versus Nirmalendu Mukherjee. So we will see the facts of the case. The dispute began in 1971 when a woman named Ramarani Devi from West Bengal filed a civil suit for the recovery of money of 3,000 rupees against Mr. Biswas. She won the suit in 1974 and the defendant was asked to pay the amount back in 6 installments. However, he could not pay that amount. So Ramarani Devi filed a petition for the execution of order asking for the attachment and sale of his property. The sale proclamation was issued to him, and from this point, the first round of litigation started when the first petition filed by the defendant in 1979, alleging that there was some irregularity in the sale proclamation, but it was dismissed. His property was auctioned for Rs 5,500. After a year, defendant and the auction purchasers made a compromised agreement, and as per that agreement, defendant agreed to pay entire money due to them, in lieu of which the execution decree will be revoked. But since defendant paid only 3,700 and not whole amount of 5,500 rupees, therefore the court dismissed his application and the auction got confirmed. Again, few days later, the decision was reviewed and the court suddenly took the U-turn and recalled its order. So on the review was challenged by the auction purchasers in the trial court, but it was dismissed in that court. So they moved to the High Court, Patna High Court, and confirmed the sale auction. From here, second round gets started. In the second round of litigation, the defendant moved to the civil court to declare the auction as void. This plea was dismissed. Again, the third round was started. That was started from the auction purchasers applied for the sale certificate, but defendant opposed this with an application seeking a stay on the execution proceedings. In 1994, the civil court gave directions to issue the sale certificate, but it rejected the claim. The defendant approached to the High Court, but his plea was also not accepted. The fourth round was started with the fourth round of litigation between the defendant and the auction purchasers. It was started when the latter applied for the possession of the property. By this time, the defendant's legal heirs had taken over the litigation, and they moved an application to stay the demolition of the property which was built on that property of plot. Both the trial court and the High Court refused to entertain their plea, but legal heirs went to the Supreme Court, and they ended up losing that case in 2006 in the Supreme Court. But from 2006 itself, fifth round was started when the legal heirs of the defendant filed a fresh application under Section 47 of the Civil Procedure Code on the ground that the sale did not follow the mandate of the Rule 64, Order 21 of CPC. Rule 64 stated that only portion of the property can be sold so as to satisfy the decree amount. Ultimately, it got dismissed at the stage of the trial court, appellant court, and the High Court, and the matter went to the Supreme Court again. Supreme Court observed and concluded that judgment debtor cannot be allowed to raise the objections to execution in installments, as it has failed to raise the issue in earlier 4 rounds of litigation. The applicants cannot be permitted to raise it now. Therefore, the case was dismissed, and finally, after 50 years, 5 rounds of the trial, Rama Devi won the case. While giving judgment, Supreme Court stated that every law student should study this case so that students become well equipped with the provisions related to the execution of decrees under the civil law. Supreme Court remarked it as a tireless Vikramaditya who fought for the justice tirelessly. This case is very important while studying the topic of execution of decree. Therefore, I hope you guys have understood whatever has given in the video and it will be helpful for you.
Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.